welcome to the podcast.
We gave him the extended version. You took too long.
You just took a very long time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Saturday Night Pregame Podcast. Peter's putzing around like he normally does on a Saturday late afternoon, early evening here. The boys are going to make this a quick podcast because Peter's got to get himself to the pool party. That's why he's dressed in his fanciest of orange shirts to match our orange shirt colored porch at our rental property today. Well, that was a good call. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, we did not do that.
That makes it that much harder for me.
There's going to be a lot of words before Peter can take that up.
That's all right. We'll get there.
Do you want to restart it? Do you want to go back and restart it?
No, it was great. Chris is the most energy I've ever seen Chris come out of Chris in his life.
Yeah, that was it. That was it, Pat. I'm done.
That's all he's got for the night. He's done.
I'm done.
He's done.
And
I'm spent.
Thank you for joining us here on a beautiful Saturday. Feels so good.
Late afternoon, early evening podcast.
Oh, boys, how good does it feel? Look at all the paint on my ankle.
It feels good to sit down.
That's how
again.
Peter doesn't get dirty and nice and deep in his washes here.
I had literally 5 seconds.
I
came home.
You had 45 minutes.
No, I had to go to Jewel.
Why'd you have to go to Jewel?
Because we had to make sandwiches.
We had to eat. Chris and I have not
They have
eaten.
this thing called Jimmy John's.
Could have done that.
Freaky fast.
Also need to get my boy a drink and an energy drink.
Yeah, where the energy drink is.
Could have DoorDashed it.
Then I got home. I had
DoorDash your face.
to give Patches her lunch, a very late lunch. Had
She
to
was
shave,
pissed.
My cats were pissed too. They were Katrina and fed them. I was like, what the hell?
and then I had to fold laundry so I could get the other laundry into the dryer, or it would have been.
You sound so domestic right now.
And then, dude, without having Lauren at the house, you really, really, really realize how much taking care of a home.
Peter
really
realized how little he actually does.
I am sweet Jesus, mother! The garbages, the wash. I do.
He's like, hey, why is there so much garbage in this garbage can? Oh, because nobody's here to take it out.
No joke. I am and then with Patches is a fucking hassle. I am in the house. I do all the cooking and I do the dishes after.
Where?
So no, that's what and then the trade off is Lauren she likes to clean the apartment when she's not here.
Oh, you're saying you're the cock.
Yes, exactly. And when she's not there, I have to do everything. You just don't notice how much. Chris, hats off to you. You've got a beautifully clean apartment. You cook for yourself. You eat by yourself 4 days a week. I don't know how you
Whips
do it.
Pepsi to clean the apartment 4 times a week.
Joe's here. Thanks, Chris. I got it. But I just don't think
Did I
could.
miss hearing Joe, or is that like a text message I missed? No, he tapped on the. Oh, I didn't hear that. It was so faint.
Maybe your ears are going.
I do think they are.
Okay. So how you doing, Pat?
What?
Oh man, sitting down. So today, the boys, 3 of the 4 boys, with Joseph coming in here looking sexy with his swimsuit, in his jewel bag. We did a lot of work on this property. I didn't realize. You know when it hit me was 1:00, Pat, and we had been there. We'd been going through it since like 10, and I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be a long day. But that's neither here nor there.
That's why I put in the calendar potentially for stuff on Sunday.
Well, thank God we're not doing anything Sunday. Ladies and gentlemen,
That'd be hypothetically. Not
Pat would have whooped his silly little candy ass. Joe, how we doing, baby?
I'm good.
How was the Ken Griffin science and?
Did he present it well?
It was presented like nothing I've ever seen.
Is Brian a tour guide in Citadel Saturdays from Citadel?
Yeah. He came out. He was like, please don't look me directly in the eyes or
You're not
talk
allowed
to
to.
me.
Yep.
Yeah. But have fun looking at everything else.
Everybody has to go through the shrine of Ken Griffin first.
Yep.
Nice.
You pay,
Is everything branded by Citadel?
Respects. No.
They do have a gift.
Go,
they do have a gift store if you need.
I did
You
go in
know
my
the
Citadel
swag that Brian
shirt.
gets?
That's
that?
awesome.
You know swag that Brian has on?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just to go down there, Joe, or what? What was it?
Sarah bought me a ticket. They were doing a special thing on Spider-Man. So they had
cool.
a big exhibit on Spider-Man.
Dumb question.
She just went.
No, she went.
Oh yeah, no, she just bought me a ticket and said,
go, hey, have fun.
Fuck off.
Hey, I don't want you here today. I don't want you here today.
I don't want to see your face anymore.
Yeah, no.
Dumb
we went
question.
together.
Didn't she do something like that yesterday, or did she do another museum yesterday? I saw it on Instagram.
Oh, she went to.
Not tracking her.
She did go to the museum
familiar.
with Emily on Thursday for the free
Teachers
Museum
Day.
Day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe it's teachers. It might be teachers.
Did she actually get that tattoo that she also posted on her?
She did. Yes.
Oh,
that's,
sweet Jesus.
That was yesterday.
Bro, that was a...
That was a special option.
That
What'd she get a tattoo of?
heart.
Yeah.
A heart.
I'm not
Like an
Okay.
actual,
Wrist.
like an actual, not like
What the human
An
heart looks like.
anatomically correct heart
On
on
her
her
wrist.
wrist.
on her wrist.
What's the reasoning for that?
I don't know. I said, is it because you wear your heart on your sleeve? And she said no, and then gave another reason, and I forgot.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't as good as that one.
Joe's as good a husband as I
Listen,
am. Sounds like
I'm not gonna let that. I would have used that. Like, can you write that down for me, Joe? I'm gonna use that anytime soon. I would 100% use that. I don't know. It was. I was like, man, this is a kind of a weird tattoo, but
Yeah. No, she's very happy, and she's
That's
Joe,
all that
and
matters.
Joe's pocket's a little lighter, and he's not happy about it.
There's a lady in my work. She has like this. I think it's like she said it's like an African tattoo, but it literally looks like a barcode on her arm. Like it's like a QR code that you can scan.
oh, okay.
interesting.
And that's what it looks like. I'm like, how many people ask you how to scan your arm? And she's like, all the time happens.
Oh wow. Okay.
What I wonder what the reference to Africa is.
I don't know, but it was it looks like a. But yeah, she's like a Hispanic.
Oh, and so she's not okay. I was gonna say if she's
No,
she's not-
it would make much more sense if she was African. Yes. I agree.
okay, and then I was gonna say it would be kind of hard to see probably too, right? Because like they're all a little darker.
Potentially.
Like the tattoos.
Oh, depending
Maybe
on where
maybe
they're from.
they get it like brighter colors. Maybe.
They do.
I
have,
always thought
they do
that.
have white
Tattooing.
stuff. Yeah, but it's not.
Oh, they have
really
glow in the
used
dark
much.
ones too.
They do. Yep.
And they have like the
The,
light
ultraviolet. or
Yes,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah. I think I forget. Damn it, I forget who got an ultraviolet tattoo. He lost a college bet, and he had to get an He had to get a tattoo, so he got an ultraviolet one, so that no one could see
Only
it. But
shows up.
Yeah, only when he's
smart,
at the club.
Smart man.
Where did Sarah get the tattoo at?
That's a great
Too
question.
many questions, Jess. I
Yep.
apologize. I
That's
apologize.
it. This
Somewhere
isn't-
in the city of
yeah.
Chicago.
This isn't Feel Good Stories, Pat.
I
Relax,
apologize.
relax.
I'm asking too many questions, guys. I
Get in
apologize.
there. Wow, boys, how we doing? What a week. I've been living the bachelor life. It's not as fun as you think it would be. When
It's
you
terrific. I don't
When you
know
got
what
to
you're
do
talking
all
about.
the domestic stuff.
Peter's whining like a little
I
bitch
just
over here, is what I'm
saw
hearing.
Lauren's.
Oh yeah,
Looks like the wedding is just about over.
Yep, it's
Like
probably.
from her Snapchats going through the night.
Oh, she's on the
Yeah.
floor right now. Let's see what.
Oh yeah.
What's
that
a good
even
jam?
sounded like her woo.
Oh God. Hey. Oh, what are you doing?
There's
This is the one that Lindsay's not allowed to be at, right?
I wouldn't say not allowed, but was
Yeah,
not
pretty much
invited.
not
invited.
allowed. Not allowed.
Can we talk about this wedding on the podcast? Are
No.
these
It's not
people
our
that-
wedding.
Are these people that like?
I don't know, but I think if Lauren.
I'll save. I'll
Yeah,
save.
I would
I'll
probably save it.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah.
Yeah. Lauren would not. She would probably not. I've already made a comment that it was not overly well received. So-
I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, yes.
But I don't want
All in
to.
good fun, but
make
Lauren
a joke
is a
that
little
could upset
yes.
people. So
Lauren's a little bit more,
save that
as
for
you
off
would
the
say, sensitive.
that's fair. That's fair. Hey, to each
Yeah.
their own.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But yeah, no, it looks like she. I mean, Italy looks amazing. You know,
looks
what's one thing that
gorgeous.
did caught me off guard, and I didn't think about this, and this just says to my thoughts on traveling. We were out Thursday night, Toby Keith listening party, tremendous.
Which we didn't listen to anything, but yes.
Well, what are you talking about? The car ride home was all Toby Keith, baby. It's fucking tremendous.
It was all Toby Keith in the ride home. I can attest to that one.
But so, Brian was nice enough. He came out. We had a drink together. And he's like, do you wish you went? And I swear to God, not one bit of me ever thought, I wish I was in Italy right now. Like I would love to be with my wife. But like there was nothing that like I was like, I just don't have the travel bug.
Yeah.
At all. Like I just, all right. If she was in Florida at Fort Myers at Margaritaville with the sunset coming down, with her toes in the water, ass in the sand.
Or at the karaoke
Where's-
bar and
where's
Lips of
my
an Angel's
invite?
coming on.
Yeah. That would make me a little bit more jealous. Even though I will be honest, her pictures of the Coliseum, that looked really cool.
I did see some
That is cool.
people at the wedding. It seemed like not decoration. I don't know what the right term is, but they were like dressed up like
Yeah, a little
very
more
Italian, like figures.
almost eyes wide shut type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's going to be a big orgy, huh?
Very. It was like very decorative. I mean, there were
Yes,
people,
it was-
but they were dressed like like Italian Roman statues. Kind of.
They're
That's what
very
Italy-
stylish, is what Lauren has. Lauren has that they're very stylish.
Yeah.
I mean, Italy's
Sounds
basically
like they have very
Italy is-
expensive taste.
Italy's basically a tourist country. So like when you're there this summer, it's basically you can just like it's like drinking and just hanging out and having a good time.
Yeah, sounds like. It sounds like my country. Or you could be in America right now, where
I was like, take me back.
Or yeah, it's crazy. The Israel-Iran stuff is scary.
That's not our problem.
Unfortunately,
calm down, Pat. Maybe.
I mean, Iran throws out if they have any nuclear or anything.
Yeah.
That could be really scary.
When World War II happened, America
yeah.
laid in wait and maybe a little bit too long. But
I don't want to get too. Well, this will be my only political thing. I will say.
I call shenanigans.
Twice, but I did want to say like. When me and Chris were going to meet Pat at Home Depot today to work on stuff, the park by us, Jefferson Park, was a meetup for the Northwest kind of conglomerate that was going downtown for the No Kings Day, and there's a little
stuff about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's what I meant to ask you. How was it being downtown? Was it kind of tough or?
So we took Lakeshore Drive up to the museum, parked around the museum. As we came back. We didn't see anything much downtown. We saw signs.
They're probably
like
in more than you where you're at the Lakeshore.
Yeah,
Drive.
they were over by Daly Plaza.
Yeah.
But then we got off at Foster, and there is a kind of like a retirement home, like right as soon as you come off Lakeshore Drive under that bridge on the left-hand side. And there were 70 to 100 old people out there with signs and posters and shit. And it blew my mind that they were all out there, and they were all protesting for, I guess like the quote unquote King's Day.
Yeah, no King's Day.
Yeah.
I when I was running back at my last half mile, there was a family that had no Kings, like 2 big signs that were like no, and they had their kids. But so when we were going to Home Depot, we saw in the park that's just a block down from here, could have been honestly I think like maybe 200 to 500 people kind of getting ready to go on the blue line to go down to it.
I did see tons of cops by the museum, and I was like, "What is this? What do we?"
I have not seen anything.
And Sarah's like, "It's the protest, just in case, And I was
"Oh
like,
yeah,
anything crazy
they were
happens."
lined.
They seemed like they were very civil.
Yes, they were not. But I think the cops were not because they don't want to give Donald Trump a reason to deploy the National Guard.
Yeah.
So they're going to crack down real hard. This is not going to be like in 2020. I don't think it's going to change and turn into that.
I'm sure the cops were really hoping they protest and there's no riots.
Yes.
Please, no riots.
Yes, exactly.
Because then they're going to have to come down with.
It means that'd be one of the shittiest jobs as a cop, that kind of stuff, and that's going down.
Yeah, because what if you? Even if you feel like
if you sympathize, like your job is to like. Not
yes, you have to. You can't. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Pat. Even the national. The National Guard
guys
stuff
get pulled in off duty and stuff.
Yes.
So they're working like double shifts, triple shifts.
And if you had vacation, forget it.
Yeah, forget it. You're done.
That happened to a guy I knew.
Forget about it.
During COVID, multiple times with all the protests and stuff. He was like, I had multiple vacations planned and replanned, and I must have canceled them like 3 or 4 times because something new would come up. All hands on deck. Have to cancel my plans.
Yeah. So there was a little bit of me that did feel like I feel like this is going to be we went out last night with dinner with Ben, and he was talking about this a little bit, and he's like, this is going to be taught to our children. Like, this is going to be in the history books, and depending on where you want to be.
You could tell them exactly where you were.
Yeah. I was painting.
You were knee deep.
I was painting a deck.
You were knee deep in red mulch and rocks and paint.
I will never forget today. My back won't ever let me forget about today.
Peter pulled landscaping duty today.
Oh, dude, it was bad.
Yeah, landscaping duty was not fun.
But again, this is the shitty part of owning properties. And then the other part. So everybody talks about King's Day. The military parade. I didn't know it wasn't just a military parade. It was like a whole.
I didn't know about this.
Donnie wanted to do a parade for the 250th anniversary of our military, of the Army, which is, that's crazy and it's awesome. But he's the last term he wanted to do a military parade. This term he was dead set on doing a military parade, and Washington. The first time they didn't do it is because Washington D.C.'s roads. Like they brought it out, baby.
I heard they couldn't handle it, like the weight or something, right?
So they spent $45 million of taxpayers' dollars.
Oh, I love it. I guess it does technically improve infrastructure, right?
Yeah. No. All the no, that was just getting the army in, the military in, the security.
That's what they spent for. They spent tax $45 billion. Of
It's
tax.
on. It's on DC to fix any road issues.
I literally just got
nice.
I just said here.
Nice. But it's like a whole day. They're doing like military competitions. They're doing. It's not just like a parade. It's like a whole fucking day. But today's also Donnie's birthday, so he could have done this. This is the year of the 250th. He could have done the parade any day.
Yeah, but
he did it today.
I'm gonna do it today
Yeah. So he's kind of
Speaking of DC, Sarah was in DC last weekend for Pride.
nice.
Coors Light handing out Pride like memorabilia.
That kind of shocks me.
I have a koozie with the Blue Mountains. Instead of Blue Mountains, they're rainbows.
Oh, that's
nice.
kind of cool.
And I was
awesome.
like, look at that Coors Light, putting it out there for the gays. You know,
Do they still turn colors when the mountains are ready to be drank?
No, it's a
It's
koozie.
a koozie, Pat.
yeah, it's
But it's actually they got the cool like finger technology. Maybe they could have it in the koozie.
probably
That'd be
could,
sick
yeah.
if it went from rainbow to blue.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah.
There was something else I wanted to say about
I was just surprised by that
Oh.
though, because so many people
Yeah.
moved away from
yeah.
like
Yes.
you know.
Yeah. But good for Coors Light. You know, again, if you're whatever, that's a whole nother topic.
Those sympathizers of other bad people.
Yeah. But the only thing I did want to bring up, and I was thinking this is a shower thought. You know, like so this Iran-Israel thing it's pretty scary, and it's been nonstop for the last 3 days. It's really Israel is trying to do what they did to in theory.
It was like Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah.
The U.S. was like, okay, pull everybody
Yes.
U.S. based out of that country
Out of that area.
in the next day. Like,
Well, not out of Iran, but out of Iraq because they were scared that they were going to attack.
they were. I think they were pulling people out of Israel too.
Oh,
Like,
yes,
they were just
yeah.
clearing out that
Yeah.
area.
But here's my thought. Think about if Donnie didn't get elected. You know what he would say about this? It wouldn't happen under my watch.
Of course.
This wouldn't happen if I was in in my head I'm thinking like you told us that day one the Russia Ukraine war would be done and Israel would be done with Palestine. Not only is the Russian Ukraine war worse than it was,
Heating back up, baby.
Israel is literally
Israel's just trying to take on everybody.
Yeah, and Israel has decided
They're
another
looking
war.
for a reason to fight. They're
You
like
know-
that short little dude in Family Guy.
They're like Pat Lynch, yeah. They're like Pat.
You want to fight?
So
I'm not a fighter, Chris.
Big whoop. You want to fight about
I'm
it?
not a fighter, Chris. I sent you to fight.
But so you got to give when Donald Trump does do something right, you have to give it to him. Israel was begging him to get into the conflict with him and take out the nuclear sites, and he's like, "There's no chance."
Yeah,
His
thank
base
God.
his base does not want another war.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good old time. Yeah, great to be an American right now, right?
Roll Tide.
To be an American.
Where wish I was free. All right. So last week, what did we do? Last week was beauty bar.
Yep.
Enjoy. Did we go eat?
See.
Yeah, we did Broken Barrel.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
That's what it was.
That
Broken
was
Barrel.
one of the best, funniest dinners we've had in a long time, where we were busting each other's balls. Brian comes in and we're just hammering him about him telling Lauren that I was drunk dude, and it was just a ball busting dinner. People were drinking, were eating. Dude, I remember waking up that next morning and being like, damn, that was a fun dinner.
Dude,
that was a great dinner.
That was a fun night.
And then it took forever to get home. And Beauty Bar was a blast. Absolutely.
The music was like,
Well, it was ladies' night. It was girl power.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still was
it
pretty
was
good.
fine. It was fine. It was okay. It wasn't.
I mean, there was a couple misses in there, but you
Yeah,
still
you're
got,
right. Yeah.
It was very much packed in there,
Oh, as always. As always.
as always.
Places.
It was nice that we didn't have to pay for it. Business.
Talk about
I'm gonna burp in a second here.
Talk about me.
Have you guys seen how Pamela Anderson looks nowadays?
She actually looks great from a photo I saw of like a couple months ago.
Is she reverting her stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. I found out about this the other day, where she like she got rid of all her lip filler and plastic surgery and everything. Yeah. She looks just like a completely different person.
That happens.
She looks great for her age. It's
Yeah,
just,
no.
she's got no makeup, and then she's gotten rid of all the
she doesn't
fillers.
wear. Yeah, she doesn't wear makeup or anything. Yeah, I didn't know that. Like, somebody pointed out to me like a couple days ago, and I'm like, oh Jesus, wow, it's a complete change.
She's still good looking.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like, she looks very reminiscent of like clearly the aged woman that was like. Let me rephrase this. She looks how she used to be when she first came out, like that natural beauty before all the plastic surgery, all the fillers.
On the Tim Allen show?
Yep. Now,
So hot.
I guess she got rid of a lot of it,
honey.
and she looks like that lady again.
Yes.
She doesn't. She's not like it's because a lot of people they get some stuff done, and you're like, dude, what the fuck happened to your face? You don't even look like who you were 10 years ago.
What? Oh, we got a bleeder.
What just happened?
How'd you knock the scab off?
How'd you get a scab on your knee, Chris?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Care to share?
They don't want to know about that.
Care to share how you get the scab on your knee?
And
Sure.
then
I'm sure that's what it is.
And then today we're definitely doing the hot tub.
Hell yeah.
I'm just gonna soak so the other thing this week, me and Joe we started. We're both running the Chicago Marathon.
Yep.
And this has been the first week. Chris McGraw is pseudo running the Chicago Marathon because my man
Without the glory, Chris. Without the glory.
my man has been
He's
killing
limping around over here.
training with me.
My legs hurt like a motherfucker.
I'll tell you what, the 8 miles today could suck my balls.
We only had to do 7 and it was terrible.
Yeah.
Why did you want to do 7 if
though.
Joe had to do 8?
We just have different
Training
training
programs.
Yeah.
Yesterday was
Awful.
the
Yesterday was
roughest
way
run.
worse.
You guys ran in the evening.
Oh yeah, it was terrible.
Was it raining in the morning when you guys? Because normally you guys.
Yeah,
run in the,
it
in the
was raining
mornings.
because we were coming out we were gonna go into a golf range and it started raining in the morning. Like
I thought
Fridays are also. We just don't work out on Fridays.
Oh,
So this is a
okay,
day
okay.
that this is like. So that was new for us.
Got it.
Dude, it was.
Was it also because
It
we
was
were
not
out
pleasant.
the night before?
No, I would have. There's no chance I was gonna. But also, you're right, Pat. Also, I've only got six hours of sleep. Thursday was a little bit of a longer day, and then that run.
I'll be joining you guys for the next couple Thursdays if you do that.
Oh yeah.
I got.
yeah, Joe's done. Joe's done.
Yeah.
When did you leave? Wait, so you're not gonna help them out for the next 2 weeks?
No, I am, but I don't give a shit.
Oh, nice.
I got nothing. I got my
Yeah.
next job lined up.
That's
done.
awesome, dude.
Dunzo.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
How great does that
Bye.
feel?
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
When do you start the new job?
End of July, but I could start as early as the 16th if, like, depending on, because they want me to stay through, like, mid-July next month.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Why is that?
The lady's gone for 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks or 3 weeks for my boss is gone for the next 2-3 weeks for travel, and so they just want like a 1 week cushion when she gets back, maybe to interview or.
Clean
She
some
also
stuff.
said we might just let you go. So fucking fine. You know.
Were they surprised, upset, don't care? Or they just,
Surprised,
okay.
because it had been 3 months.
Yeah.
And I just said nah. And then yesterday she asked me to come into her office and kind of say, give reasons why. Sort of like a real lax like exit interview.
Yep.
And I'm going through some of the reasons, and she's like, I completely disagree. I said, you have a lot of work here for a department. You have a county department that's 3 people. 2 of those people are in this room right now. I said, you need another person because there's just too much work, and I don't know how often you're going to find someone who will work till 8, 9 o'clock every night. And she's like, I disagree. I was like, okay, you can disagree, but
That's why I'm leaving.
that's literally the facts. Like,
Yeah.
our AP person doesn't want to work that late every night. I said, you have one person that does that, and that's this girl fresh out of college, and, I mean, power to her, but not everybody wants to do it, especially if they're going to get yelled at and screamed at all day.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it's just, there's
Also-
no incentive.
If if it's busy season, I get working till 8 till 9.
Same.
You got sometimes, or if it's closed, like Pat's got to close. He's got to close the night.
There are seasons in
Not
accounting. It makes sense.
Every single week.
No,
and night.
there's no way in hell you're gonna get me to work 8 to 8 or 8 to 9 every day for the whole entire year.
The number of times this week, well, I guess it was 3 times this week. It's like 4:50 something. She comes by. She's like, I need this and this. And I'm like, I have been here the whole day 20 feet away from you. You didn't think to bring this up at any point when it was slower
I'd been
during
like,
the
great.
day.
I'd have been like, great. You'll get it tomorrow morning.
I walked out. I was like, yep, okay. I'll work on it. And
Yeah.
then I just got my shit and left.
Yeah,
What's
that's
the
just
new
dancing.
gig, Joe? Where are you working at?
It's a construction company in Buffalo Grove.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a huge. Well, one, the drive is really nice and easy. Just straight shot 94. I've never really seen 94 get packed.
Oh yeah, it does.
Does it?
It can.
It can.
Coming
Okay.
back. It does.
I
now.
used to do that. I had that internship off the 94.
Yeah.
I never took the 94.
But you might be reverse commuting a little bit.
Yes. So
I think that might be it because I used to go out there like right off of Half Day Road for when I was doing boxing, and then I would take 94 back. But that was 6-7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And it was never too bad. So, but yeah, I went to see the place. Huge office, big business, way bigger than I thought. But yeah, I'm really really excited.
That's
really
awesome.
excited.
Yeah.
And I did my due diligence. I talked to people in the industry. Hey, have you ever heard of this company? A couple of guys I know from Peak actually work there now, so I'm feeling very good about it. Very
That's
positive.
awesome.
What are you doing? What are you doing for them?
A controller position.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, that's top.
He's throwing out garbage cans.
There's a
Janitor.
big pond. I just collect all the plastic, and I put that in the trash, and then I go home.
Yeah, you just go, oh.
Yep.
Oh, you
Saving
got-
the birds and the fishes, baby.
No OT. No OT needed.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with the older generations. Some of the older generation, I think they have a real different mindset, and everybody knows sometimes you gotta work hard, but
yeah.
but there's no more. You're not gonna scream at me. You take that shit. Get the fuck out of my face.
That's exactly it.
Get the
It's
fuck
like,
out of here.
I'll work hard. I
Yeah.
have no problem working hard. I have a record that proves
Yeah.
it. But don't treat me like a piece of shit either.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Like that's where it's like there's no reciprocation here.
Yep.
Like I mean, she's going on vacation now, so we had to get the clothes done like a week and a half early because when she's on vacation, she does not want to be disturbed. This guy goes on vacation 2 weeks ago. His first day on vacation. She's emailing him, calling him, telling him he needs to do this because this problem just popped up and occurred on that day. It's not like he didn't do something and then this problem popped up. And then he got into an accident because he was replying to emails.
Oh,
It's
jeez.
like you do, like that sort of. But now when the shoe's on the other foot, she's like, you
don't bother me.
Don't call me. Don't email me. I'm not even gonna look at it. And
Don't
it's
call
like,
me no more.
how
Don't
could
text
you
me
do
anymore.
that? And
Yeah,
you
you're just
this
on this
guy
guy.
who's he's a high up in the company. Not that it changes anything, but I'm just trying to say like this is someone who's in a managerial like executive position at the company too, and he's getting treated like shit. So it's like there's no respect, respect.
Yeah.
A
Sounds
lot
like
of
shit.
people want people who will work hours and hours and hours and get nothing out of it.
Yep. That's how it is. Yeah. That's how a lot of those managers, how they get there is they treat people like shit, work their way up. And, yeah.
20, 30, 40 years ago, that
Was the mentality.
was the mentality. And you got and you got rewarded for that. Like
Yep.
you years of service, there's bonuses, there's promotions, there's all that. Nowadays, you're lucky if you get a job. You can be fired in 3 months. Like
Oh,
there's no guarantee anymore.
I mean,
of
I
any
saw
of that.
this is one of the last week's news to start this week off. One of the big things is kids out of college. The unemployment for kids just out of college is insane right now. They're having zero. They're not because you know how you get into the industry. You do a lot of almost admin shit because you get work experience, and
Yep.
as you show that you can do things, people will give you more and more and more
Yeah, like as an account, you would file, you would scan, you would.
envelopes.
You would
yeah,
mail
just
check
real
cutting.
basic stuff.
Enter bills,
yeah.
cut checks.
Yeah.
Yep.
But as you got more confidence,
As they controlled that you were reliable and were doing stuff and whatnot. Yeah,
you were given more opportunities. But now AI,
Opportunities.
but yeah, that's a good call. You were given more work, more bullshit,
You're giving all the work, all the work.
all
yes.
the work. But AI is taking a lot of that intermediate, like that beginning role,
Oh yeah.
so you can't get your foot in the door.
Yeah, I mean it was hard. I mean we came in post housing crisis or like housing crisis
Right,
era.
Yeah, right after.
So
that.
that was a different time. But
Business was a booming.
No, it wasn't.
that was quite
terrible.
the opposite.
That's a joke, Peter.
50-year-olds going for my intermediate, my fucking
yeah. But now it's like with that it's like you can't even get your foot. I mean it was hard enough to get your foot in the door
Oh.
then. and there was an AI.
Me and Pat are
Now
doing
it's like
pseudo accounting. We're making up accounting internships to like put someone on a resume. I'm doing collections for a company that's literally about to go out of business. Pat's working at like a food pantry and doing a little bit of accounting somewhere there.
Yeah.
He's counting beans at that place.
Inventory.
Yeah, inventory. Like, dude, it was insane. You had to put something. You had to put some type of experience on your resume. And these kids can't. Yeah.
I just
But here's the other problem. I think a little bit of it is too is the kids come out. They think they should be making.
Well,
70.
that's it. Like some people are just like they
And
see
I don't know
people
if that's
make.
true or not. But everything I've heard is everybody wants.
Well, I do remember reading like an article maybe about like this may have been about like 2 or 3 years ago, right after maybe like COVID, and they were talking about like college graduates, and they were like coming out, and they were turning down jobs because they were thinking they should be paid $70,000-$80,000 or like close to like six figures
Yeah.
coming out, and it's like. No, like when you start off, you get paid 40. You're lucky if you get 45, 50.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember me and Pat had a conversation when we were like first coming out of college, and we were going to get $45,000 a year. We're like, we need $20 for the weekend for beer. We're going to have so much money in our bank accounts.
I'm rich, bitch.
I'm rich. And then your tastes get more expensive. And now I'm poor again.
Pierre's
Yeah,
like,
me and Peter got real poor real fast.
Pierre's talking about like, Pierre was like, we're writing today when he's talking. He's like, if you look up the scales for middle class, we're in the upper middle class. I don't feel upper middle class, damn it.
I was screaming.
Yeah.
My bank account begs to differ.
Oh my God, does it ever? Everything's expensive. I went and got 2 gallons of water, 2 energy drinks, 2 Gatorades, a packet of ham and cheese, and one of those $2.99 loaves of bread.
$35.
Worked out at $30.
You should have gone to the well up there and pumped out some water, man.
I'm about to throw you over the couch.
You got.
Get over to Cumberland, get that well, baby.
I hope the whiskey tonight is like at least $30 a drink for you tonight.
Oh, it's gonna be pricey, sure.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. You're taking your wife out, showing her a good time.
Oh, where are you going?
We are doing well, she doesn't actually know what we're doing. We're doing a dinner at.
Oh, a little surprise too.
Yeah, tell her to watch the podcast next week. She can find out. She can find out.
Find out.
She can find out a week later what she did for the weekend. We're doing like this dinner at this place out there, but next to it there's like
Out where,
place
Pat?
out where?
Yeah.
oh, it's in I think it's in Skokie.
It's a
It's
a shed in the woods.
This motherfucker couldn't tell us where he went to dinner last night. I'm like, is he just not want to tell us, or is he just that dumb now?
I got distracted every time you guys can make me laugh.
There was a bunch like everybody kept interrupting. I'm like, hey, I want the McDonald's or something.
Okay, so where are you going tonight?
And this place called Take Flight, I think it's called. It's
very cool.
So it's like they have like a bunch of cocktails and stuff there. So we're trying out since Skokie.
Oh, is this okay? Yeah. Is it primarily like a drinking thing?
That one's a drinking thing, yeah. So we're gonna do dinner. I picked a restaurant around the corner to go there first,
okay.
and then I'm gonna walk over there.
Nice.
That's awesome. Are you guys?
He's going to the original Pequod's out there.
I'm gonna Uber, yeah.
Oh, that's a good move. Yeah.
Unless Katrina decides she doesn't want to drink.
Oh, I don't know. She likes cocktails, so you might be.
It's gonna be one expensive night.
It can't be any worse than going out to dinner with Margaret Lynch.
Oh yeah.
Fill my glass up to the top with that wine, baby.
She doesn't understand when they give you like a half pour, Joe. She doesn't get it. She's like,
There was. What are you doing?
You can't say.
He's quoting her.
He's quoting his mom. His mom's the anti-Semite. Yeah.
I will never forget after I started to learn a little bit more about wine through Sarah's family. And
how low class our family drinks wine. Is that what you figured out?
Yeah. So then coming in, and my dad's like, "Does anybody want wine? Does anybody?" Filling up the glass all the way. I remember driving home. I was like, I've actually had that wine before. That's good wine, but it with such a heavy pour, that wine can't breathe. I'm like, what is happening? And Sarah just started laughing. She's like, 2 years ago, you wouldn't have known. You would have made fun of the person that was saying this right now. And I was like, you're right. I would have.
I want to make fun of
you. But it was just such a huge glass.
Yeah, can you just walk outside the door real quick?
Get
what?
The white can't breathe.
Just you gotta breathe. Why isn't it breathing?
It was a fucking glass that full. It was like fucking vinegar.
I was telling Lauren, so Lauren is on her Italy trip, and she has no idea what King's Day is and all that shenanigans. She's just over there.
Oh, good for her.
She's
just
living her life, living her
and
best life.
she's like, you could just come out here. We'll just live here. The wine and the cheese are so cheap, and I'm like, Lauren, I'll think about it. Actually,
Except you got to you got to find a job out there at some point.
I mean, I got some bitcoins and
There you
some
go.
Ethereum.
He can find
So me and Chris are gonna chase your ass down in Italy. Is what I'm hearing right now.
Rocco Bupo de Bipo. Who you can do his Italian
that
return.
guy emailed me today. God damn, or this week. Oh shit! Remind me of that.
Yeah,
Put that one in for Monday. Yeah.
I got it.
All right, thanks, buddy. All right, let's get into some discussions from last week. The Switch 2, Joe. This is actually for you.
Yep.
Chris has a Switch 1, doesn't he?
Yes,
I do. It's in my room.
Yes, yeah.
Do you? So I wanted to get your thoughts on it. So we're a little late on this one.
Okay.
This is it's been out now almost 2 weeks, but it is sold over like 30 million, something like that.
Crazy number.
Like
yeah.
the most console ever in the first couple of weeks.
Yep.
And I immediately thought what's the thoughts on this? Are you into it? I hear it's good, but I also hear it's kind of the same old
I have
shit.
a couple dumb questions.
Okay, hit me.
So the Switch 1, right? They have all the legacy games you can play on there, right?
Yep.
Can you also play said legacy games on the Switch 2?
Yeah,
I
you
believe
can.
so. Yeah.
Okay, so then what's the what is the difference between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2?
So the Switch 2, a little bit bigger, so bigger battery, better screen, larger screen.
So they're iPhone you here is what it sounds like.
What's it?
I also believe and I may be stepping on Joe's toes here, but I believe that they're not making any new games for the Switch 1. So like any games that come out, they're only compatible with Switch 2. So like there's a new Mario Kart game.
So they're definitely iPhone
that's come out. Yeah, pretty much.
Just doing the
I mean,
iPhone.
to be fair, the first Switch came out Whoa!
Does this still use
Got to
cartridges?
see that splash over the light.
Does this still
That was like a
use? Does it
special
still
effect.
use cartridges?
It does. No,
No, it doesn't.
It
You
doesn't.
you download the games.
You can buy a game physically, and it has a cartridge, but you have to download it offline.
yeah.
So it's what's that? Yeah, you can share. That's another thing. So like, if I have a game, and he has a Switch 2, and I have a Switch 2, I don't know if it works on the Switch 1, but if I have a game, I can share it amongst the group, and we can all play multiplayer on our own Switches. They've implemented and added a lot of multiplayer stuff. Just a better overall tech.
Do you have a Switch 1, Joseph?
I do have a Switch 1.
Are you going to plan to get the Switch 2?
The only game I know that's out for it right now that's big is Mario Kart World, but there's no like. Other than that, I don't know if there's like a big flagship game that you're like, oh, I gotta play it, like Zelda or
And we're on
Mario.
Xbox. We're on Xbox. What now? What number Xbox are we on?
Xbox One. It's the Xbox One X or Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X.
And then we're on PS5, right? It's the one that's on.
Yep.
There. Okay.
Xbox is getting its lunch eaten, isn't it?
Xbox just came out with a big thing. They produced a handheld, kind of like if you guys know what the Steam Deck is.
But isn't that ridiculous? I heard it's ridiculously expensive, right?
It is ridiculously
talking about this on-
expensive. It's
what's
probably
it
going to
called?
be like somewhere in the ballpark of like $600 to $1,000. I don't know if they've released the price
I
yet,
must have
but
missed this one.
just based on.
It was on Motley Fool and one of the other ones, one of the two.
But it looks like Microsoft is shifting from a console mindset and more Xbox is the market, the kind of like Steam. You buy games off Steam.
Oh yeah.
And that
we
looks
have
like
a ton of Steam coin, but that doesn't do shit for you.
So it looks like that's what they're kind of going for.
Because
And
I
then
can't buy
you
shit
can
with this
play your Xbox games on your computer, on your handheld, possibly on your phone if you stream it.
I'm so out of the thing. I didn't realize that now that you could like do like multi-console things. Like people could play if you're at a computer versus someone who's playing like an Xbox.
Oh, like cross-platform
Yeah,
multiplayer.
I'm,
Yep.
I'm out the game, boys. I didn't know it was a thing now.
How often do you think you play Joe a week? Like video games?
maybe once a week, maybe that. I mean, I'm trying to get back into it because it's just fun, and if I have a couple hours or an hour, just kill my time doing that instead of scrolling fucking bullshit.
Good old test scrolls.
Yeah, but maybe that.
Cool.
About an hour a week.
How often do you play your Switch, Chris?
Probably once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I try to get like right before, I'll play a little bit before bed.
What are you playing? What is the current game of choice?
I get I think I have Super Nintendo, and I have like the monthly pass for Super Nintendo, and I have the monthly pass for the N64 games. I stopped playing Legend of Zelda because I was pretty close to finishing. I don't want to finish it for some reason.
So you're like
That's
Peter
fair.
McGraw. Don't want to finish the game.
Yeah,
so?
but on
I know. I don't like to finish TV
Yeah,
shows.
so I'm saying you're so he's like
Yeah.
he's like you.
Yeah, I don't want to finish the game. So the,
McGraw's have ending issues of it.
I do. I really do.
have yeah.
Laura,
Lauren
looks like
hates
you're
it.
safe.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah,
that ain't
never
never
gone
gonna
anywhere.
end. Yeah.
So
Nope.
I played Mario World 64 for a little bit. It wasn't my jam. It was cool, but like it's just what. So on Super Nintendo, I'll play Super Mario World, which is
Great game.
a classic, and then on 64 games, I'll play like either Mario Golf or I'll play Mario Kart.
Yeah, the
Mario
GoldenEye on there.
Golf was fun.
Yeah, you can get GoldenEye. It's a little rough playing GoldenEye.
I remember when we played GoldenEye
Yeah.
to the pandemic. I'm like, how did I
Oh,
ever
yeah.
play this game?
Did you see that there's a new James Bond game coming out?
I did not.
Yeah, they just
No.
announced a new James Bond game.
I'll be honest, I'm
Kinda-
so far out of the loop on the game.
The
it's not even funny.
GTA 6 looks really cool.
That's
though.
what I'm
Yeah.
waiting for. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
that. That's what I'll buy another console when
Yeah.
it comes out.
There's been a huge bunch of like game news over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Or if they do,
Also,
or if
like-
they do one with the horse, if they do another one of those, I might get one.
Yes, the Red Dead
Oh,
Redemption.
Red
Yeah,
Dead.
they are doing another. They're doing a
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 3, but they're waiting to finish.
I just don't. It sucks.
They
'cause,
take
where do you
forever
get
to put those
Where do you
games
get the fucking time for this stuff? Can you imagine? All right, but
Oh.
that's all right. That's the whole
No,
other
that's
stuff.
fair. That's fair.
But then they also have a lot of like kind of cool movies coming out. Happy Gilmore 2.
Yup.
I do have a complaint though.
I hope it doesn't suck.
I me too. But you know what pisses me off, but makes me not super. And there's also beers here, ladies. Just
Thank you,
in
thank
case you see.
I
you see
got,
that
I got one. Thank
they
you.
got to be drinking.
Thanks.
He's got so many celebrities. And what I thought a little bit of nice thing about the original Happy Gilmore, like the caddy was just a no-name actor. Like you have
It was his
bad,
buddy. It was his buddy. It's not all
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
no, yeah, Peter, yeah,
You Chris did say that.
yeah,
I apologize.
Peter, yeah, Peter.
But the caddy now is Bad Bunny.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's like, come on. And they got Travis Kelce being a waiter.
Yup. Eminem's in there
Yeah,
saying Jackass.
yeah.
Oh, is he the jackass?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I
that
think
guy,
it looks like it. He was
Unfor-
cussing him out in the video
was
that I
he?
saw.
Unfortunately, the jackass guy was dead.
Passed
before,
away.
Yeah, passed away. So
Same with the boss.
They also switched or replaced the. You remember when the ball landed on the guy's
yeah,
foot?
I believe
that guy died too.
He's
yeah,
dead
yeah.
too, but
Yeah.
they have another very large
They have
man
an NBA player.
in the commercial.
Yeah. Oh, did they get Boban?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh
they got-
yeah, everybody loves Boban.
I just feel like with these comedies they just retread too much.
Yep.
And then it's why we have original idea for a comedy. It's good, which is why I'm glad they never made a sequel to Wedding Crashers or Old School. Like it would never be good.
Well, talking about they're doing Naked Gun too.
I'm
That's a
interested.
reboot though.
I am interested in
It's like,
seeing.
it's like a soft reboot. It's like
Yeah.
a sequel.
He's like his son. It's his son or something, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
isn't like
yeah.
Neil and whatever
Liam
like
Neeson?
70, yeah. He's a 70.
I'm quite interested. I did like the
No,
Naked Gun movie.
Also,
yeah.
Pamela Anderson's in that movie too.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
get out.
really?
Oh,
in the first one or the new one?
the new
The new one.
This,
Oh, wow.
this one's about to come out.
I did like. They're also making a Spaceballs too, boys.
I did see
yes,
that. I
and
told
Chris-
Peter about
Yeah, and then what's his
that.
face?
Rick Moranis is
the
making.
Schwartz is back, baby.
Coming out of
Rick,
retirement.
yeah, coming out of retirement for it.
That's
Mel,
awesome.
but did you guys see the thing Mel Brooks announced it?
Yeah.
Do you know how old Mel Brooks is?
He's like 99.
98 years old. Looks phenomenal.
The guy
Yeah.
is
looks phenomenal.
the guy is old. Like it's
He even had a
mind-boggling.
great line in his video. He's like, they wanted some new stuff, and so I decided to make a sequel. Like just like shitting on the whole like.
He
it was
looks
good.
phenomenal. For
I
his
didn't
age.
realize he was that old.
Yeah, he is.
I watched him do Gene Wilder's. Him really talk about Gene Wilder's. They did like a documentary on Gene Wilder, and Mel Brooks were very close. And he was like 90 at that point. And he looked fucking amazing. His brain was there.
I saw something where he was like him and like Ed Eisner.
Yeah, hey,
Ed-
I bet he doesn't drink like we do.
no, sure.
Oh,
him and Ed
yeah.
Eisner like living like would have like dinners together, and Ed Eisner died like 5 years ago. There's like no.
Yeah, he was like he was pushing like the
he was like, yeah.
the
I mean,
triple
Mel
numbers.
Brooks has not done a lot.
I mean, he's 98 years old. Dude.
I'm not trying to take it away, but what I mean is like
Yeah, I don't
he's
think- yeah.
not. He's been pretty inactive otherwise.
well, his
right?
comedy is not exactly.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
Good for the modern world right now.
Yeah, go back and look at Blazing Saddles. You can't make Blazing Saddles now,
Oh,
baby.
there's no.
I'm sure you can make that movie in
way.
the 80s. I'll
And
be
then
honest.
quickly, I'm going to do, not to cut because it's a great conversation. And so, but I am interested to see. Pat had a very cool thing on Thursday. He had a kind of trivia question for NFL, and I thought Joe probably.
It was the 4 major sports.
Yes, I'm sorry, no, I said NFL. But yeah, I thought it was really cool, and I thought Chris might be able to do it pretty quickly. We're going to propose it to both of you.
Joe, if you can do this, I'd be super impressed.
Yeah.
Because I can only get
Pat,
5 of the
if you want to maybe.
Okay, Chris. So there's 6 teams across the 4 major sports that have the same mascot logo, or the same mascot team name, the same team name. Do you know what the 6 are?
6.
Do you want like help with like the first one?
I'll give you one, right?
Yeah.
So it brought up because we're watching the hockey game, right? So
Yeah.
the Florida Panthers and the Carolina Panthers.
So you see the Panthers and Panthers.
Okay.
Oh, so like okay, so
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
so there's 6 other teams.
There's six other- so the
it's five
combinations.
now.
So there's 5.
Five now, 'cause I
okay.
gave you six.
Cardinals.
Oh, I thought there was 6.
Cardinals and Cardinals.
That's the one that I couldn't get either. That was the one I couldn't
that one
get.
first. Great job, Joe.
Wow,
So you got it, yeah.
nice.
That was the
Yeah.
one I could not get.
Jesus, yeah, this is gonna take a minute to like think
Yeah.
about.
Cougars.
No.
No.
There's no Cougars any protein that more.
But there is the Kane County Cougars. But
Oh,
that's not
maybe
the-
that's what I was
yeah.
thinking. Yeah.
This is only like the 4 major sports. So like,
Yeah.
it's basketball, hockey, football, and baseball.
Christ, yeah, this would take forever for me to like think about.
There's Pat helped a little bit there on the East Coast. There's a hockey.
oh, the Giants.
Yep,
Giants
that's
are
one of them.
Giants and Giants.
And there's maybe another one on that.
Oh, the
side.
Jets.
That's 2. So that's
you got
so that's
three?
4.
It's 3.
Car-
They got
no,
four.
no,
They
he's
got
4.
You got 2 more.
Now go back to the West Side or the West Coast. West Side.
West Side. Yeah.
We'll let you think about that. Well, I'll throw out some here.
Yeah.
Cat survives 380-foot fall
Bless you.
from Bryce Cannon, and it gets adopted by pilot who rescued her.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Woo. All right.
The
Oh,
first
wait.
one was Panthers. Yeah.
Correct.
Yep. Plastic.
Jaguars.
No.
No.
Sorry, just sort of teams like Guardians,
I got
Cubs.
that.
There are definitely 2 Cubs.
Plastic recycling enzyme discovered.
Bless you.
Damn it.
Bless you.
I must be drunk. In compost heap close to commercialization through German startup. I feel like we're so close to either having a different thing for plastic or something that's going to help, because plastic is destroying our earth.
That's terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
They
it's,
have a
but
whole
it's used so
exhibit at
much
the
everywhere, you
museum.
know?
Talking about plastic.
What's up?
It's just used so much everywhere.
Yeah. It's like world changing, but
Because it's cheap.
also,
Because it's cheap and easy to produce.
Yes.
Is why it's
Yeah.
used everywhere.
Yeah.
Damn it! I wish I could say the Oilers, but that doesn't count.
I said the other
no,
super Pat
does
said
not
no.
count.
That does not count.
Indonesian stunning micro libraries.
Vikings.
No. Indonesia stunning micro libraries attract young readers with fun-filled architecture. So like these kids are like chilling out on like a hammock over like they're trying to get kids to read. So they're trying to make it a little bit more fun-filled. Get you in here, get you to read. This cancer survivor wins the lottery 3 times in the last 12 months. Holy
Wow.
what the fuck?
Wow.
That's crazy.
There's a dark joke in there, but I won't say it.
Don't do it. I'll give you another hint, Chris. It's on the West Coast. It's a hockey team.
Oh, the Kings.
That's one.
Sacramento
5.
Kings and the LA Kings.
yeah.
Nice.
Correct.
I'm thinking baseball. I'm like my head's in baseball, and I'm like, I can't think of because like baseball has like the most generic names.
I'll give you a hint. There's no soccer teams.
I kind of figured that.
Uh,
I was thinking the Lions, but the
Nope, no Lions.
Lions wasn't there.
Oh, that's nice. Salvage materials and appliances from 100-year-old Baltimore homes offered back to the community for free. So, yeah, they're recycling a bunch of probably like the windows, the bricks, all that. You know,
That's awesome.
There's a lot of money in that, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, and the world's first Mexicans just voted for their Supreme Court justice. I don't know.
Oh,
what that is.
they have a whole thing going on down there.
All right, we're gonna say Little Lauren. She's in.
Yeah.
Davis, you're on the podcast.
Are you in bed?
Don't put me in.
You're on the podcast. What time's the flight tomorrow? What time's the flight? Oh, Jesus
Wait,
Christ.
she flies out tomorrow?
Yep. Good luck, kid. How
What
you feeling?
time?
What time do you fly out tomorrow? Yeah.
Yep.
She flies out a little tipsy
Sounds
once.
about right. What time are you flying out tomorrow?
A little tipsy, Joe. She told you.
Okay, go to bed.
Oh, fuck.
All right, you gotta go to
Have
bed.
fun.
Go
Good
to
luck.
bed. Good luck.
Did you bring some of those pills?
Yeah. Listen. I don't know that you want this on the podcast. Oh, that flight's gonna suck for you tomorrow.
It really is, man.
Oh,
They are.
Italian
I was
men are
actually.
short.
I was actually.
Nice.
Yeah. I was actually like above average or above average height.
Wow.
little tiny boys. Okay.
I mean, we've seen Reno. He grows. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
She's slamming that Admiral
Pat
spritz.
is not happy. He's not happy.
She's dead. She's dead to me. She's dead
Pat's
to me.
making his
All
way
right,
to
hey,
Italy right
I'm
now.
gonna go back. Go to sleep. You got to get up early. Okay. All right. Bye.
She has other things to tell you, Peter.
Oh, she did, but we can't. She's tipsy.
Bolognese, garbage.
Garbage.
Trash.
Did you get the last one, Chris?
No, I'm still thinking.
Okay. We'll let that go. Let's see here. Let's get one last
I'm
one.
trying to remember what the last one was at this point.
UK to lift 100,000 kids from poverty with free school lunches for all low-income households.
That's nice.
I mean,
Yeah,
sounds
that
like
is.
something we could probably do here too, right? Saved from a predator's jaws, amputee turtle released back into the wild with important mission. I don't know. So you always want to save, like,
The turtles.
you want to save animals that are like almost getting attacked and eaten, but then that hurts the animal that needs to eat that animal.
Yeah, you don't want to interrupt the
No.
circle of life.
Exactly. Arizona teen returns lost wallet containing $300, receives electric bike he had been saving for.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I was really hoping somebody would just drop my ID. I haven't gotten a new ID yet
Yep.
from the Soldier Field 10 mile, but I was really hoping somebody could just drop that in the mailbox, and I would have to get that.
Would you like a hint, Chris?
Sure.
It's an NHL team and a baseball team.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Come on, buddy.
You're the NHL guy. You should be getting this one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get out of here. Brian is 20 minutes out.
Okay.
Do the people want to know what it is, or should I
yeah.
tell them?
Chris? Hockey, baseball.
Hockey, baseball.
On the West Coast.
No, it's not the West Coast.
Oh, it's not the West Coast?
not
Oh,
the-
I was fucking
Chris,
with
He
that.
got the king one already.
I got the Kings.
What side is
It's
it on? then?
it's an East Coast hockey team and a Southern baseball team.
Oh. Come on.
A Northeast hockey team.
No, Northeast. The only ones I can think of are like the Islanders, Rangers,
Bing,
Bruins.
bing, 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 bing.
Oh God, it
Islanders.
is the Rangers, the Texas Rangers.
Oh,
Better than
damn.
that.
I literally,
On that beautiful note, ladies and
Nice
gentlemen,
Nice
take a
job,
hit.
Chris.
Hit us with a like, a subscribe. If you had those answers, let us know if you got them before Chris did, because
Oh,
we
easily
thought Chris
could've.
was going to kill him. Comment to
I couldn't
Patrick
get the Cardinals, so.
on how great he looks tonight. We'll see you next week. Thank you again for joining us, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, that was challenging, guys. Great job. Bye.